Hello, crypto. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Don't know whether I should keep the hat on or off. It's kind of fucking up my view here. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine this lovely Saturday. I don't even think I've ever streamed on this channel before on a Saturday, but there you go. Welcome. Hoping the market's treating everybody right. We have an interesting stream. One of the first times I've been here streaming for quite a while now. For a long time, I've had a show on a Monday about Pulse Chain. I've had a show on a Tuesday about Titanx. And obviously, I'm sure anybody that watches my content will know that I built a game called Pulse Wars over on Pulse Chain. I give it a little bit of a rebrand. We ran through a season where we had almost 1,000 and about 250 players bought about 1,000 NFTs, and they competed in Pulse Wars Season 1 over the space of about 7 months. And we give away something like 700 million PLS in prizes. And I always covered that on the Monday night show. But there's a lot of things happening within the Titanx ecosystem and Pulse Chain that a lot of this stuff is starting to really finally intermingle. And you'll have probably seen me talking about one of the first projects that was ever listed on Titanx Hub after Blaze was Blaze Wars. We've had Blaze Wars, we've had X Wars, we've had all these different things talked about. And the first time I've managed to actually pull one of these things off, a lot of those were versions of Pulse Wars that I was going to build for the Titanx ecosystem. But I'm sure you can imagine you don't get too many games on Ethereum because they are a bit of a nightmare to play because of gas costs. So what have I managed to finally do? I finally managed to find a way to bring the two communities together in through that, and finally managed to get a way to bring the game to both ecosystems. It's still going to be played on Pulse Chain, but now with, I suppose, a lot of it's timing. I've been working on this stuff for quite a while. I've had different things built, different variations of the game built, but nothing I've really pulled the trigger on because just the fucking light in here is doing my head in. Because just like cryptographics, waiting for time and kind of trying to time the market a little bit to launch Torus. It's been the same for me. It's kind of felt like an uphill battle to try to launch X Wars, Pulse Wars, any of these things until now. I think the market's turning. Torus has got hype behind it and everything's looking well. So today we're going to run through what exactly I have done with Pulse Wars. It's obviously been rebranded to Trade Brawl. We're going to run through what it's what I've managed to pull off to put together for the Titanx community. And I have Cryptographics, the man of the moment, here with me. How you doing, man?
Oh man, it's a little early. I got coffee in my veins though. I'm doing good. I'm so stoked for this. This is going to be freaking awesome, man. I'm so happy to be bringing this out in the open finally.
Oh, I never realized that your little PFP had the Unity and Torus logos in it. I've never actually seen it that big. So, what's the story? Is your camera not working?
I don't know what the hell happened, man. It's plugged in. It says it's hooked up to the computer, and it just won't let me select the camera. I've refreshed the StreamYard. I don't know what the heck's happening, man. Like something's going on, and I can't figure it out here. I need one more cup of coffee maybe before I'm able to do that.
All right, I'm really excited to finally be talking about this stuff. I felt like I was cheating on my partner, crossing between the two communities, and you're finding something similar at the minute. I've been over doing these streams on Monday night, talking about Pulse Chain, and then coming back over and talking about Titanx on a Tuesday on the weekly Blaze. And I'm kind of glad that I've got something that this project. The original idea of Pulse Wars was to create something fun to bring the communities together. When I had the idea for this, Pulse Chain had been 6 months old. Every single sub community on Pulse Chain was fighting with each other. This is before Titanx even existed. Every single community was bickering, fighting with each other. Sentiment was at an all-time low. And I built this to try to, bring all the different coins from the ecosystem all the different founders and all the different streamers from the ecosystem into one place to play. Didn't quite manage to pull off what I intended, but this was always meant to be a community type game. Well, there he's gone again. But yeah, that was always the idea behind building Pulse Wars, was to bring people together for a little bit of fun. And it's kind of now it was built for the Pulse Chain community, but now hopefully this is a thing that can bridge a little bit of the gap between Pulse Chain and Titan X.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is great because there is so much crossover in our ecosystem, whether we want to admit it or not. I mean, like, I'm building Unity. I got Torus. I'm in the same boat. You know, I love Pulse Chain. I love Titan X, and this is going to be fun. And it's cool to see that you've already built that bridge, and now we get to just expand a little bit more on, like, you know, some more games for people to come in from the Pulse side, to come in from the Titan X side, and to kind of, you know, build that center point up a little bit. So this is gonna be awesome.
It's kind of cool, actually. I've just realized as well, because obviously I'm working developing this at the minute and, you know, making tweaks. But in the original game, we had 2 coin lists. So depending, there was a Pulse Chain coin list and an Ethereum coin list, and Titan X was on the Ethereum coin list because it wasn't on Pulse Chain. But now, and I've realized that the in-game coins don't need to be separated anymore either, because all the Titan X coins are actually over on Pulse Chain, which is something I just realized.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, they can bring it all together on Pulse. Actually, that's fun. Right on.
Yeah. So, all right, let's have a quick look at the comments. We've got Al Sadi. I hope you're happy today. What else we got? Rich Landon. Yo, Cryptographics, that was you. Axiom Axio, what's up? Good to have you tuning in again. Reposted this stream. Everybody else can do that. The numbers are starting to get better on the viewer numbers on I don't know if you found it, Cryptographics. Viewer numbers are definitely starting to go up from here. You know, a couple of months ago, I was lucky to get 20 people tuning in. We're already at 100 today, so that it's good to see people are definitely coming back and paying more attention.
Yeah, I found YouTube's still dead, but X is popping a little more, you know, by the day. I don't know what's happening with YouTube, but I can't get like more than a couple hundred views on a video, man. It's brutal right now. So X is the place to be.
Mike Dean, good morning, wherever you are. Mike Dean's been for every protocol. He does a lot, but he's actually helped me. He's built the interface to kind of help me. But one of the problems is playing a game on Pulse Chain. How do you sell and create things, sell entries on Ethereum, and play the game on Pulse Chain? Mike Dean's been able to help me through Titan X Hub by building a little bit of an interface that will show the Torus that's in the prize pool, all the entries that have come in, and then we can airdrop people their entries to be able to play over on Pulse Chain. But we'll get into that. So shout out Mike Dean, thanks very much. Renegade Master, always kicking about. Thanks for tuning in again. Okay, so before we start getting into a few details of what's going on here, how's Torus been the last few days?
Oh, it has actually been going very, very, very well. The price, for some reason, is going back up. Well, I mean, it's because of the buy and burns being triggered quite a bit. So we're like almost at $11 again. We're at new all-time highs against Titan X.
$11 again. That's the thing. It's funny. I'm so deep in building again and organizing that I haven't really been paying attention to much else the last few days. You're back up because it was down to hit $7 or into the sevens a couple of days ago, did it?
Yeah, on the 23rd at 8 a.m. we hit 750, and now 3 days later we're at basically 1048. We're climbing up towards $11 again, and awesome. It just keeps going. Man, if you look at the Titan X Torus ratio, it's just like straight up. It's 48.3 million to 1 is where we're at right now. So I mean, just on the participation side, people coming in and people utilizing those buy and burns, it's been fantastic. The creations have been rocking and rolling. I think we've cracked well into the $800,000 mark protocol participation. And what's crazy, I know you and all of us, everyone, now that we've understood how the supply dynamics are working in real time and how that big peak is lowering, we're almost under 2.2 million tokens on day 89, where we started at 4.7 million. So
yes, that's my favorite metric. Yes,
I know, right? It's insane. So, oh man, I couldn't be more happy, and people are getting more and more excited, and it's just wonderful to watch.
Epic, fucking love it. Good to hear. Yeah, I mean, anybody tuning in, if you haven't been paying attention to what's happening with Torus, there's plenty of check out any of Cryptographics' recent streams. what night was it during the week? There was a Thursday night you dropped the video. That was a great. There was a lot of great information about Torus. Then you're doing a wonderful job at repeating yourself over and over again, the basics, how everything works. It does take that for making a success of a protocol. You kind of get a feeling sometimes that you're got to stop saying the same thing over and over again. But I think it takes that just for, consistent content, consistent updates, and you're doing a great job of just, recapping the fine details more or less every single time you come on and stream.
Appreciate that. It's I am. It's funny if this was anything else, not my protocol. I've realized you can definitely get tired of saying the same thing, but I'm sure you found this too. When it's the thing that you built that you care about, it's like, I don't care how many times I got to repeat the most simple things. Like even getting people to say welcome to the age of Taurus, that was a lesson, because for the last 5 months, I've been saying welcome to the age of Taurus, and no one has been saying it back or saying it with me. And finally, people are just now starting to say welcome to the age of Taurus. I'm like, thank you. I get it.
The original strapline I created for Pulse Wars was Pulse Wars, the future of our ecosystem is in our hands.
Love it.
That was the whole strapline. There's been a lot of iterations since then. That one never really caught on at all.
No, I just gotta keep going. Hey, maybe this, if you use it for this game, you never know. That might be the one that brings it to life. I'll start using it with you.
I'm excited to this thing was my baby when I built this. At the time, it's funny how things go, man. At the time when I was building this, Pulse Wars, it's nearly 2 years ago I started this. I didn't even want to build a coin. I had no interest in building coins and being a developer or anything like that. But whenever one thing just led to another, and you find yourself coming around full circle, and I'm really putting a lot of focus back on this. This is the thing that I just loved, was trying to create something fun, something easy to play, and it doesn't affect your own bags. Yes, you've got to buy an entry ticket, but it doesn't affect your bags. You don't have to. You're not needing to. Well, you kind of have to watch charts to play it, but it's not. There's not the same pressure as whenever you're banned, moving in and out of coins, watching your real money portfolio. So hopefully people have a lot of fun when they're playing this game. It's good to be starting to talk about it again. I'm getting a bit of energy back for it for sure.
Yeah, and I'm excited to go through it today. Let everyone know exactly how it works, how simple it is, how they got to get involved. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm stoked to see this, because if you've been watching the Torus ecosystem from day one, you'll know that the ROIs and the amount of yield that the Torus tokens that people are earning right now is off the charts. So this whole prize pool could be huge by the end of this creation cycle.
If I hit back on a point there as well, Pulse Wars, one of the reasons Pulse Wars didn't take off was the way I wanted, was because it had a price chart that went down and a prize pool that actually started at over $100,000 in March last year. Instead of doing a 10x up the way, it did like a friggin' 70% dip. So we were fighting against the market with a prize pool that was actually declining in value rather than going up in value. So when I seen what was going on with Torus, I thought, okay, this is something that might be able to help me create a prize pool that can be massive for the people that are playing the game. We'll dig into it and see just how big that could potentially be.
Trade Brawl presents Torus Titans, the only game where Torus creations become the prize pool. Crypto's best fantasy league trading game, now built for Titan X. Are you ready to step into the arena? Join now at titanshub.com.
Let's go.
Let's go. Right, I suppose I better share my screen here and see where we're starting. All right, I think the easiest place for me to start is just to go to the Pulse Wars DApp. As I say, Mike Dean has created a little link on Titan X Hub. In fact, give me 1 second. Share the screen. Should have had this ready to go. Window. Sure. Okay. TitanXHub.com. You see that okay?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Man, that looks awesome. That pops out nicely.
What have we got here? Yeah, it's funny you mentioned it. Blaze Wars NFT. That's X Wars NFT. Top of the upcoming projects. They've been there for months and months and months. Anyway, okay, so Trade Brawl, Mike Dean's put this together. You click in here, it actually gives us, this will give us all the stats of, this is the, yeah, all the stats of what's going on. So obviously to play the game, you need to send, not point, sorry, give me 1 second. Actually, we'll just go here. We'll go to the bottom, go to how to play, and then we'll come back to that. So how to play Torus Titans. Okay, entries and spots. Entries are open for 1 week from today. It's actually 8 days. There's a timer on Mike Dean's dashboard, and either 1 week or two, or until 200 players register, whichever comes first. The entry fee to play is 0.0275 ETH per player, which is about $100. Your $100 will be $100 of ETH will be used to max create Torus. So if we bring all the players in, there will be about 5 ETH, but up to 5 ETH that can go in to create Torus creations, and that will be locked as the prize pool. So we will hopefully, we get plenty of participation over the next week. Every day we will use the ETH that's there to create Torus, and then that will just continue to add up, and we'll be able to watch that grow as we run through the 88 days. At some stage through those 88 days, about halfway through, we will begin to play the game. We will begin to play Torus Titans on the Trade Brawl DApp. So up to 5 ETH, if the top 30 players will share the prize pool. So you don't win, you have to end the league, the Pulse with the Torus Titans League in the top 30 to win. And we'll have a sliding scale of the further you go, the better your performing portfolio, the more of cut of that prize pool you will win. So it will be played exclusively on the Trade Brawl platform. There will be 4 weeks, and each week will be a round. Some people, the bottom maybe 10 to 15% of the league will get eliminated each week. It's all fantasy trading. There's no real money at risk. Once you put your $100 in, that's it. But it does obviously use real coins. It tracks real market value. So you will be trading in a kind of real world scenario. And basically your portfolio is your points. So if you're managing a portfolio and it's going up in value, if it's up in value more than everybody else, you will likely be at the top of the leaderboard. Top players climb the leaderboard weekly. So how to join? You basically, to join, because we've got a crossover between playing on Pulse Chain and entering on Ethereum, you have to send the 0.275 ETH to a multi-sig wallet. Now, me and Cryptographics and one other, possibly Mike Dean, will be the 3 SIGs on that wallet that will do the Torus creations and then distribute the prize pool to the winners at the end. So this is the only place to get the actual multi-sig wallet. Now, Mike Dean does have a link to it on Titan X Hub. So just be careful. This is the only place where I have actually published it, is in this Trade Brawl white paper. The links from pulsewars.io, tradebrawl.com, they all come through to this white paper, and you can get this. But so just double check it, and feel free to drop that or to come into the Torus Telegram or the Trade Brawl Telegram and ask if you're unsure about anything. So you send your 0.275 ETH to the multi-sig wallet, and that will just be used to do the creations. Shortly after we do the creation for your entry, you will get airdropped an NFT to play the game over on Pulse Chain. Now, there's a bit of time here between doing all the creations, getting all the registrations, doing the creations, and then we'll have a gap of about 2 or 3 weeks where nothing will happen, and then we will start to organize the game. So with your NFT, you'll be able to pick your tokens, make your trades, and hopefully climb the leaderboard. So key points, this was always designed to be very, very easy. You will pick 4 tokens. We'll run through the DApp as well. But you pick 4 tokens. There'll be 4 rounds over 4 weeks. Each round, you can only make 1 trade. So you don't need to be you don't need to be constantly jumping in and out. You don't need to be a super duper wonderful trader. You just need to make 1 good swing trade to outperform the rest. Maximum 10 entries per wallet and 10% of the ETH, which is 0.0275. About $10 goes to the Trade Brawl team. And then last thing, just the note on the how to play is that as the creations come in, you know, if we were to get up to that 5 ETH mark going in, it's already showing a prize pool at the minute of about $2.8 million or something crazy like that. So not financial advice. Who knows where on earth that will be come the time after 88 days of creation of the 88-day creations. But we'll look at the DApp and see the potential for where it could be. Cryptograph, have you any questions? What I've just fired through so far?
Off the cuff, no, but I also have this pulled up. So if you guys want to see what that's worth right now, how much that potentially might be worth, I've got the DApp loaded up with 5 ETH into it, and you got to see these numbers. You got to see these numbers.
Stop that. I'll stop mine for a second and add that.
So let's just zoom in on this.
What is it? 2.0. So it's even up. I was running this the other day. Look, when this game needs people to get behind it, it needs entrance. It doesn't create itself. You know, it's $100 to enter. But even at the minute, the top prize will be 30%. Is it 30%? I can't remember.
I believe so. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll look at it quickly as well. But you'll be winning if you come first. You'll be winning 30% of that prize pool. So that's almost $1 million. So for $100 now, as I say, it's really important.
That's your 10,000x, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, and it's $100. Is it? I get it. It's quite a lot to play a game, but the rewards could be massive. You know, I've actually, whenever I was creating the you know, just creating the infrastructure for this, I did have to, you know, send one entry to the ETH, create one NFT, airdrop it to the wallet. So that's all been done. There is one creation already in the prize pool. Worth noting too, that there's no benefit to getting in early, although I went and done that creation. All it does is benefit the prize pool.
Yep.
So there's, you know, there's coming in, being first into the game doesn't benefit you anymore. It just means you're helping the prize pool grow more and more. So yeah, it's a kind of crazy amount. Whenever I wanted to have like I always thought in Pulse Wars somebody was going to, you know, a couple of people at least would be winning $1 million in some of the entry tickets there. Might be worth $1 million, but it never actually happened. Torus, this simple game might actually be able to make that happen.
It's looking good. I mean, maybe this is the time. Oh man, okay. So I'm curious now. So do you have? Can we see a visual of the game and how it works, and you know how you're choosing your trades each week, and so people can get an understanding, or how can we go through that to really make people see how simple this is going to be?
Yep, I'm going to pull that back up now.
Let's go.
So, like I said, if we start, let's go. We've got Mike Dean's dashboard. One entry. So far, there's been one registration. The registration closes 8 days. The prize pool, that one creation, that one $100 creation is sitting at $1,000 worth of Torus after only, what have we got? After only 5% progress. 5 of 88 days in.
Sick.
Oh, nice. All right. So if you go and send your ETH entry in, once you get your airdrop, your NFT, you can come to here. Well, if you come to the DApp, pulsewars.io or tradebrawl.com will bring you to here. This will take you through the Mike Dean stats page. You can go straight to the white paper, or if you click enter Torus Titans at the minute, that will take you through to this how to play page where you can get the safe, the multi-sig wallet to send your entry funds to. Now the DApp, if I go to, it's all set up at the minute on pulsewars.io, app.pulsewars.io. So when you get airdropped your NFT, you come here, you connect your wallet. Now it's worth noting, this was played over 7 months. This has been audited, it has been tested, battle tested. You know, 1,000 NFTs played over this game over 7 months on Pulse Chain. So coming along, connecting your wallet, you know, using NFTs, you are completely and utterly safe. None of your funds are at risk. And you go to the white paper, you can read through the audits, all that kind of, all the Titan X kind of level stuff is built into this game too.
Beautiful.
So once you get airdropped your NFT, you'll be able to come to my NFTs section. Now, the rebrand from Pulse Wars to Trade Brawl was to be able to do things like this. There are, in all, between the different collections of NFTs that can play this game, there are over 16,000, potentially 16,000 NFTs that can play this game. So when you do have an NFT, that you might be able to use them at future games as well. So a lot of these are from my season 1 Pulse Wars playing, and this is my test wallet that I used did all my public stuff on. So these are the NFTs. We'll change the image whenever we start Torus Titans, but these are the NFTs that you will get, these citizen NFTs. So as you can see here, worth noting, to play the game, when you get airdropped, we have 4 rounds over 4 weeks, but before you begin, you have a 24 to 48 hour period, undecided yet. We'll announce more when we come, to make your selections. So you can see here, Pulse Wars pre-trade. So before the game actually begins and the league starts, you have time to play around. You have time to, look at the coins, look at the charts, make your picks. So everybody will start off with, there's 3 days. I've got 3 days here, just so it's over the next few days as I'm streaming, I can run through this, because this is actually launched on mainnet. I'm playing this live on mainnet at the minute, just to be able to show everything works. So if I go to trade now, so everything works. That's an old NFT. Fucking sent it. Where did I send that to? Tell me I've sent the wrong ones. NFTs. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Sorry. Toggle here to show the ones that are live.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So as I say, that's everything. That's why it was showing an old portfolio from an old game. If I toggle here, it'll bring me to the current game. So
sweet, that's easy.
Yeah. So you come here. Sorry, bear with me. Whenever you're making your selections of what you want in your portfolio, you will have the choice of 20 different coins that are on Pulse Chain. Now, these will change. These aren't, they're not set in stone at the minute. These were all Pulse Chain coins. You'll be able to add in some of the Titan X ecosystem coins. So technically, everyone starts with a fake 10,000 die, and you have to pick your 4 favorite coins to make up your portfolio. So you can come in here and just have a look and see what you think. Look, there's a couple in here. Dick with Butts hasn't done so well.
Name, man, every time I hear it, it's just ridiculous.
I know we're going to have to get Dick with Butts and Uranus in here as well. Let's see. GIF was in season 1, but anyway, this coin list will change whenever we kick off Torus Titans. But essentially, all you do is come in here, you look at the 4 coins, and you claim your portfolio. Citizen 67.
Sick. Love how easy that is. Just drop down menu, click, drop down menu, click. Do that for all 4. Claiming, boom, done.
Hopefully the network's not too busy and it goes through nice and quick here. I hate waiting on transactions on stream.
Oh, I know. It's actually painful, isn't it? Also, I see Married with Crypto is just asking if we could put a link in the chat for the Pulse Wars. I can't do it on my end. For some reason, they won't let me type it in.
If you just go to tradebrawl.com. Boop.
All right, EHEX, Inc., PLSX, and Wrap Pulse. It's not a bad portfolio.
Yeah, so what that's done at the minute, then it's done. So you have 10,000 die, tradebrawl.com. Just making sure I put that in there correctly. Okay, so yeah, basically you start off with 10,000 die. All that's done is whacked $2,500 into each of the coins. So if I click continue, I can come down here, and for the first 4, for during the pregame. So if I go back to the NFT, during the pregame, it will show you that there's that countdown time that shows you how long you have to make trades. So you see here the portfolio at the minute now contains those 4 coins. The portfolio is worth 10,000 die for that pregame time. It will be only 24 hours or 48 hours. you can come in and make as many trades as you want. So I can take my wrap pulse and say I look at the max. What have I got? 7 million or something like that? Huh?
It's like 7 million. Yep.
Yeah. So say I want to
7D million.
Say I want to sell. Yeah. Say I want to sell half of the portfolio. Oh shit! Let me change the nonce there. I want to do that. If you're using MetaMask, always do aggressive gas on pulse chain.
There's a pro tip for you guys.
All right. So transaction successful. I've sold half the pulse. You'll see there that I now sit in some. I've got some DAI and some pulse, and then I can use that DAI to go and buy whatever I want, buy any of the other coins that I want to buy. Or between I can change the ratio. Sorry, you can't change the coins until the game begins, but you can change the ratio. So I want to sell some of that pulse, and I think I'm setting my portfolio up to begin the game. I want to go heavier into EHEX with my 10,000 DAI. I can, sorry, buy with all, so at $1,000 a DAI. I can use that $1,000 a DAI to go into EHEX. Aggressive.
And just to confirm too, when you've selected your 4 tokens, like those are the 4 tokens that you get for this round of Trade Brawl, and you can trade between those, going back and forth between DAI. So I mean, technically speaking, you could, ride a pump up, and then you could exit to DAI and go back in again if you needed to into one of the coins or all the coins.
Yes. Okay. You got to be careful. Okay. Now you start, you have to pick the 4 coins you want. So you can wait your 10,000, whatever way you want between those 4 coins during that pregame. When the game starts, you only have, we'll call it 1 trade. You have 1 buy, you have 2 trades. You can do 1 sell and 1 buy, or 2 sales into DAI. It's making it sound complicated, but it's really not. You've basically got, you've got 2 trades. But if you want to get into a new coin, you have to sell to DAI and use the DAI to buy a new coin. That makes sense.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just limited number of moves for fairness.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's it. Yeah, just it was always designed to be really easy to play. You make 1 good move, and you can do really, really well. Or you can literally sit and do nothing and compete. There was NFTs that Pulse Wars was slightly different in terms of, you could get all different types of NFTs that had all different types of portfolios. And but some of the best performers were a 1 coin portfolio of PTGC.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that game lasted 7 months, and the top 10 NFTs were all ones that were all in PDAI. And then PDAI got absolutely annihilated, and the PTGC ones then took over.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That sounds like a fun time though. Honestly, that would have been a riot for this game to be going on during that time, because man, PDAI was absolutely cooking.
Yeah, one of my ones, because there was some of the NFTs that didn't get any trades. You just basically got 1 coin and you had the diamond handed all the way through. And I had a PDAI one, and you can do these little boosts where you can boost your portfolio by 10%. Or like as a roll of the dice built into the game, where you can boost the portfolio by 1, it was 1, 2, 5, or 10%. And I had that PDAI portfolio at the, it was like in the top 2 or 3 for like the first half of the game. And I thought, this fucking thing's going to win me the whole game. But then PDAI got absolutely annihilated. But it was just to show that the simplest and some of the best performing NFTs in season 1 only held 1 coin. That was it.
Right. Yeah. So less can be definitely more in this game, guys.
It's taking its time to confirm my transaction on Pulse Chain. I'm trying to speed it up. Okay. So in fairness, at the minute, that's pretty much it. That's how you play the game. There's nothing else to it.
That's simple and wonderful, though. I mean, you're supporting Torus, you're supporting Trade Brawl, you're supporting Titan X, you're getting people over on Pulse Chain. It's kind of this perfect storm of, a lot of fun that's going to be had on different chains, bringing people together, and potentially massive prize pool. I mean, what more do you want as far as the game goes, right?
That trade went through there, and we see now that portfolio is weighted heavier into EHEX. So you have unlimited trades while you're in this pre-game section, and once the game starts, your trades left will show up here, and your rank in the leaderboard will show up here.
Nice.
That's it. It's as simple as that. You can go back to my NFTs, when you're playing the game, your NFTs will show up, as I say, in the DApp. It will show you out each of them and how many trades you have left. Then you can, if you click into them, it'll show you, or as I say, what I got here, that one hasn't been selected. You can't go, I don't want to go back and look at the stats, but then you can come to the leaderboard. I've just put 5 players into this game to show. Once we're in pre-game, once the game starts, then this leaderboard goes live. It only updates twice a day, but you can come back here and check. It will show you all the top performing coins. When you go back to look into your NFTs, you'll see whereabouts you are in the league, and whether you're making the cut to get into the next round or whether you're getting into those top 30 places.
Nice. Oh man. And we got Rich Landon in the chat with the reigning Pulse Wars champ is back for Torus Brawl. I hope you know what? This dude, I don't know how you pulled. I think you've won like more things than I can. Well, no, I have more fingers than 2 or 3, I guess, but it sounds like you've been actually crushing it. So hey, who's gonna dethrone Rich Landon? Because he's on a hot streak right now.
Yeah,
someone gonna do it?
It's Rich. Okay, it's funny that he took a gamble in the game when nobody else did. We ran through in Pulse Wars, and Pulse Wars Season 2 will play the same way as Pulse Wars Season 1. There will be 12 rounds, thousands and thousands of entrants, and hopefully we get a massive prize pool over there again. But what you can do as we go through Pulse Wars, it was a million pulse to enter, and the prize round started after you started to get payouts after round 3. But what you could do is you could join in. And as we went through the rounds, the price to enter that round went up. So like by the time we got to round 6 or 7, it was worth, I think it was costing 5 or 6 million pulse to enter. And Rich took a gamble when nobody else was willing to and bought, I think he bought 8 NFTs at 5 million pulse each. And those NFTs he played really, really well with over the last few rounds. And those NFTs came in first place and second place for him.
Wow, let's go, Rich. All right, that's sick.
Another thing worth mentioning here too, man, is so 200 entries. There will be 200 NFTs in this game, max 10 per wallet, and I can track all that through the DApp here and the back end and stuff, and see what wallets have what. But if we're playing Torus Titans, and you have one in the top 100 or in the top 10, you can literally sell that to somebody else.
Oh,
really?
Makes
sense? Yeah.
You can actually like completely sell out of the game. Someone can buy your position in the game.
Yep. So if I enter 10 times, and if I did the max 10 entries, I have 10 NFTs. If all 10 of those are in the top 30, you're going to win a shit ton of money.
Oh, that makes that's cool, because now if the prize pool's huge, those NFTs individually could be worth a lot to people wanting to play the game.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to get in once we start. So what if somebody plays really, really well with 4 or 5 NFTs? They're all in the top 10, and they go, well, you know what? I want to go and buy myself a fucking Ferrari. I'll sell one.
Love it.
Well, you know what? We've had enough fucking bear talk. We've been in the bear market long enough. Let's start talking about Lambos and millions of dollars again.
Change of pace. I love it. Yeah, it's about time we got out of the bear blues.
Yeah, so these NFTs are totally tradable. If we're sitting in the last round, and all the other NFTs have made their trade, and there's one sitting there that still has a trade, it might be worth more to sell. Although the game doesn't have that many moves, there's still it's a bit like in a way, man, it's a bit like Torus. Once it starts, there's actually what way you put your portfolio, and what way you play it, what moves you make, especially at the start as well, can make a massive difference. I'm not comparing it to Torus. I just mean there's actual game theory that people don't realize until they start playing.
Totally. You're bang on. It's going to be really fun to watch this play out, because there is multiple layers of how people can play this in secondary markets and all. So, dude, this is going to be a really fun 4 weeks when this thing goes live. My God. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I want in, just go. Because the sooner you get in, also, the bigger the prize pool, right? The more participation that happens initially, the more tokens are going to be earned to be distributed in the payout at the end for the top 30.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yep. So that's how simple it is, guys. Let's just recap it because it was quite difficult to explain at the start. If you want to, you can literally just go to, where's the hub? This is the wallet that has this is the actual, oh, somebody's banged one in, have they? Looks like, yep.
Oh, Rich is in there. You can see his comment in the chat. He's in.
Oh, is he? Ooh, that's two. No, that's just check. That's check make Dean's work. This is the actual multi-sig wallet connected to TitanX Hub. And there's the creation that was made. I know Mike Dean's displaying it as well, but that's the one creation that's been made so far. So we've got even that there itself. Torus must be pumping, or this ticks up every time Torus ticks over a new day. The fucking prize pool goes up.
It's nuts, man. It's so fun to watch.
So yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this. Let's call it what it is. My dream for Pulse Wars / Trade Brawl did not happen on Pulse Chain. This game is fucking epic for the people that really played it. We only had a small handful of people that really got into it, really played it. And all the things that I wanted to my dream for Pulse Chain just didn't happen. But I've never give up. 2 years I've been working at this game and knowing that the time will come whenever it does become the success that I always want it to be. So TitanX community, fucking get behind me. Get your $100 into this game and let me do what I always wanted to do. I'll be streaming about this twice a week. I'll be covering it. I'll be providing crack, fun, entertainment. And if this prize pool in Torus continues to grow, if we are playing this game with a multi-million-dollar prize pool, it will be one of the best things to be a part of in this fucking bull run.
Love it. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. This is going to be fun, man. I'm really excited to see this all play out. And hey, I mean, you and I are going to be streaming a lot when the updates that come in, updates regularly. I mean, I would love to be doing this regularly, making people know that this game is on, watching the prize pool grow, watching the entries come in, watching the trades live, watching the secondary market. We're going to have so much to talk about. This is going to be a nice change of pace too, because Torus is fun in the sense of like, you build and it is what it is, right? It's burning TitanX. It's, people are getting excited about it, but this is different where it's like gamification. There's all sorts of layers to look at, and it's going to be a different level of fun to add into a serious space for the most part, So this is going to be very refreshing.
So we can all do our portfolios, build, work with our real money, but this thing's just a fun game, lottery type thing to play. You don't even need to pay attention. You can literally check it once a week, or you can look at it every day and wait to make that fucking smashing move that earns you the glory. So let's have a quick look and see if oh no, sorry, it'll stay at 1 until I do the creation and send Rich the NFT. So we'll get all that done before we take over into day 2. So hopefully we get a few more people coming in after the stream today. 121. So that's just Rich Landon's entry in there at the minute. So begin either at pulsewars.io or tradebrawl.com. How to play. We'll just recap this quickly, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So entries are open for 1 week or until 200 players register, whichever comes first. Your entry fee is 0.275 ETH. You can send up to 10 entry fees and you can get up to 10 NFTs per wallet. All except 10% of the ETH will go to the Trade Brawl team. There's a lot of cost involved and a lot of time involved in running these things.
Mm-hmm.
But up to 5 ETH can go into that Torus prize pool. We showed cryptographics what 5 ETH can look like in Torus at the minute. So hopefully we get there. If you want to participate, nice and simple, come here, copy this multi-sig wallet and just send your 0.0275 ETH to that wallet. That's it. As simple as that. The rest will happen in the background. We will use the multi-sig wallet, as I say. Your funds are completely safe. They're going to be controlled by me, cryptographics, and potentially maybe Mike Dean wants to be the third multi-sig. And we will do the Torus creations. You will be able to view that wallet. You will be able to view all the updates and all the stats on TitanX Hub. And then you will get airdropped an NFT over on Pulse Chain whenever we are ready. Well, yeah, whenever we're ready. Well, no, the airdrops will happen as we do the creations. And then we'll keep everybody informed as to when the game's going to start. And you'll be able to just come along to the DApp and play. Is that, do you think I've covered everything there?
Yeah, I think the only thing I would want to ask is where's the best place for people to keep up to date on details, commentary, like with you, with Trade Brawl itself? So that is there like a Telegram, or is there just a best X place or a YouTube channel to come for the regular updates? Where can people go for that?
Well, I've been here for a long time, so do you know what? I don't even remember. I'm on the Trade Brawl account every day on X, but I can't even think what it is.
Okay, so stay tuned, guys.
I'll get it. I'll get it now. Let's see. Is that, if anybody else has any questions, throw them in the chat there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making my selections of 4 coins. Rich Landon. This is really a lot of fun tracking the tokens to move into Pulse Chain. As much of a badass reward season 1 was, this shit was on another level. This shit here is on another level. Yeah, Pulse Wars ended up with like a 20,000. Let's say it went from $100,000 prize pool down to about, I think, yeah, down to about $30,000 overall. This just potentially to be fucking huge.
Yeah, this is definitely on another level potentially. Well, the timing alone, I mean,
it's
that's
timing.
Just such a big thing, right?
It was always designed. The first idea, the first iteration of this game before I started was called Bull Market Battles.
Oh yeah, there it is right there. Yeah,
it was designed to be played in a bull run. You know, you mint your NFT, you play over. It was originally designed to last 365 days, and that was 365 days of up and to the right. You know, potentially.
Yep. Yeah.
So if you're not following us on Trade on X, it is, where's the fucking profile? At Trade_Brawl. And we've got all the updates in here. Everything updates on. Obviously, at the minute, we're accepting entries for Pulse Wars Season 2. They're only 369,000 PLS. So only about $10 per entry on Pulse Chain at the minute. You can enter that by going to here, Pulse Wars Season 2, and just minting your own NFT on Pulse Chain. Totally separate to Torus Titans, so just be careful of that as well. But that will be a multi-month game being played on Pulse Chain, probably after Torus Titans runs as well. So all the updates of everything come through our channel here. So yeah, at Trade_Brawl. And the Telegram it's in the link there on the X page. T.me/join Trade Brawl. Come in there, ask any. I'm in there every day. Max, my son, who does a lot of content for a lot of Titan X and Pulse Chain projects, he's in there every day. It's pretty quiet. It's been pretty quiet of late, just because we haven't really had anything going on. But yeah, get in there, ask questions, yeah, anything at all. And I'll be hanging around in the Torus Telegram a lot as well. Any questions? If you pop any in there, hope you don't mind. CryptoRust, what do you think? You happy enough? People asking me some questions if they're in there.
Oh, absolutely. It's a Torus chat. This is a Torus thing. So, you know, if you got questions, you can ask Ali in the Torus chat, ask myself in the Torus chat. And, you know, if you want to have extensive conversations on like all the trade strategies and all that, I would say that's best to have over in the Trade Ball chat room. But if you want basic information, yeah, come to the Torus chat. That's totally fine. And on that note too, it's like, guys, if you're excited about this, start talking about it, start posting about it, start sharing this as far and wide, get people excited, share your excitement, share the prize pool amounts as they come in. And because the more participation this thing gets, the bigger the pool gets, the bigger the prize pool gets, the bigger the hype gets, the more viewership it can get, the more excitement it can get. So, you know, this is going to be a lot of fun, and let's all push this together to get this out as far and wide as we can. I'm very excited to see this thing take off. It's going to be fun, man.
All it needs to make it happen is participants. That's it. So get your 0.0275 ETH into the multi-sig wallet, and you will get airdropped your NFT and be ready. And then we can just track this. As I say, I'll be streaming every Monday and Thursday about this, and we'll have the weekly blaze obviously every Tuesday night as well. So going to be lots of potential, lots of excitement, and yeah, I'm fucking hyped for it. Let's see. Just give me 1 second here. Just going to play this quick how to play video.
Mint an entry ticket. Allocate your fantasy 10K die to build your portfolio. Make up to 8 in-game trades per round. Increase your portfolio value to survive. Progress through the rounds. Win payouts along the way. Every trade brings you closer to glory.
Oh, I love those videos, man. They're so freaking heavy hitting. They're awesome.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Max Kane. He does a content creation for a lot of Titan X projects, Pulse Chain projects. He does all those videos for me, and he runs the Trade Brawl Telegram. He does that for other people as well. So if you're interested in, as a founder, it's always difficult marketing your projects. Finding time to make content, create videos is pretty tough. Max does a great job at that, just taking that hassle all off you and creating awesome things. I'll play this as well. One thing, and we're creating an exhibition, and actually maybe you want to be part of this, Cryptographics. We're creating a Pulse Wars Season 2 exhibition match where 20 Pulse Chain streamers and founders are going to compete against each other for the Pulse Chain All-Stars crown. It will be a Pulse Wars style game. We've got 7 players lined up so far. If you don't mind, I'd like to play another little video here.
Trade Brawl presents Pulse Chain All-Stars, the ultimate fantasy trading war. 20 of your favorite Pulse Chain streamers and founders. 1 arena, 1 shot at glory. Win big or get left behind. Player 7, Crypto Coffee, Hex, and Pulse Chain's leading diamond-handed warrior. Will he hold strong and conquer the charts, or fall harder than ever before? Who's next to enter the fight? Tag your favorite Pulse Chain streamer or founder and tell them to suit up. 4 tokens, 1 war, no mercy.
I love it. I'm interested. That could be really fun. That could be really, really fun.
That's just an exhibition match to show everybody how awesome this fucking game is. And finally, we'll actually finally kill it now that there's an actual bull run happening.
Yeah. Count me in then. This will be fun.
Alrighty. Okay. Any more comments or questions in the chat? No, just Rich Landon getting pumped up, wanting to keep his crown.
Oh, it's gonna be fun to see if he gets to keep it. That'll be wild. If he's got 2 or 3 in a row now, I mean, God, that's legendary status.
See, like I say, there's as you're playing, as you go through the rounds, you learn that there are, little things that you can do to potentially help yourself in the game. It seems so simple, but there's very small things that can give you the edge. So awesome. What have you got next? What have you got on today, Cryptographics? What have you got on next?
Well, I'm going to line up this community stream here in probably 15 minutes. I'm going to give myself enough time to, go to the washroom and prep for another next hour or so. And then I'm actually going to be doing an interesting proposition. I'm just typing this up today. So you guys, if you're watching, be on the lookout for this. I had an idea because you guys have maybe seen when I'm streaming, when I go to the Torus app, I've been talking about this $10 test transaction that I did. That's now worth over $450. Wow. And I'm going to do a competition with the streamers. I'm going to offer to the streamers, because this is going to go all the way to day 88 and keep earning. I'm going to say, I'm going to make a post that is an invitation for the highest viewership and engaged streamer on any content that they make is going to win the test creation that I created on day 1. So if you're a streamer and you want to win a potentially multi-$100,000 Torus creation that ends on day 89, you need to make content, and it'll be combined content where I'm going to look at your X posts and your YouTube content, and there's going to be a little bit of math involved. So it's going to be like the person with the most views is not going to get it, but there's going to be a viewership to engagement ratio where I'm going to take the average of your likes, reposts, and your comments, and then I'm going to take that as a mean, and I'm going to divide your viewership by that number. So the person with the highest number is going to get, this is added together with X and YouTube, is going to get that creation. And I'm going to be making a post today before I go on this next community stream. So if you see that, tag your favorite content creators, tag your favorite influencers, let them know. I'll be tagging as many as I can think about and as many as I can get together. But let's blast this out, because if we can get people competing on a YouTuber or influencer level, this could be great for Torus. Maybe we'll do this every 88 days. Who knows? I don't know yet. We'll see.
That's epic. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a great idea as well for people to potentially get some engagement as well, and and giveaways that may be substantial. Maybe people follow in the footsteps of what we're trying to do here with Trade Brawl and do a couple of creations and use them as a giveaway or a prize for something else. Great thinking, absolutely wonderful thinking.
Well, I had the inspiration from Trade Brawl, you know, the competition. You know, I love that idea, and it just hit me this morning. I'm like, wait a second, I could do the same thing for the influencers.
That you know, we've already streamed together. We didn't do any streams together for until you were talking about Torus. I remember you coming on a couple of months ago to give your first update to the weekly blaze for Torus, but we've done four or five streams now. Something's telling me we're going to be seeing a lot of each other over the next 88 to 200 days or so here.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This has been fun getting together like this. So these streams are going to keep going. They're going to keep getting better, especially as Torus climbs, as Trade Brawl starts taking off, as the bull run keeps going. Oh man, exciting times ahead.
All right, awesome. We're going to wrap up here now. Any last questions? Let's see. Fahad, I'm in. Happy days. Yeah, definitely. Oh. Everybody, please get your 0.0275 each sent to the multi-sig, and let's get this thing popping, get the prize pool jumping. So thanks. Yeah, here, cheers for coming in, Cryptographics. I really appreciate that you like the idea to build to build Torus Titans on the Trade Brawl platform. So yeah, thanks very much for giving me support. Thanks to Mike Dean as well for building the dashboard on Titan X Hub. You'll be able to follow, anybody in Titan X. I use it to track my pulse chain portfolios as well. So I'm on the hub, a few times a day. I hope everybody else is. You'll be able to just click that button and see what's happening with Torus Titans. And let's make this game fucking as big a success as Torus has been.
Let's go. Let's do it, man.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, just going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody for tuning in. 350 viewers on a random Saturday morning is pretty good going. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. The weekly blaze on Tuesday night. No idea what we're covering. I'd say we'll be talking about some of this stuff and definitely Torus as well. So yeah, have a great day, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. I'm just going to play one video and then we'll go straight into the outro.
Trade Brawl presents Torus Titans, the only game where Torus creations become the prize pool. Crypto's best fantasy league trading game, now built for Titan X. Are you ready to step into the arena? Join now at titanshub.com.
Titan Blaze, the OG we cheer, paying Ethereum dividends, the future's here. 288 days, the cycle's our quest. Ticket holder shine, we're the best. Countdown's close, just a few days to glow. Titan Blaze stakers, let's steal the show. Ethereum dividends flow, our hearts ignite. United we stake in the starry night. 87% the finish line calls. Blaze tokens staked, we break down walls. OG legacy shines, rewards take flight. Together we claim our cosmic might. Titan Blaze, our journey's the key. With every stake token, we're wild and free. 288 days, our future's in view. Stakers united, we see it through.